Hey there. I got a request to show you how I used the Pocket Master by Sonicake with MIDI this weekend in church. I've got my board set up here and you can see I'm booting up the MIDI Captain. And I've got the Sonicake right next to it. And then you'll notice here I've got this USB. I've got this guy, USB hub. So what I'm doing is with my Chox power supply, I'm running one of the power supply ends to the MIDI Captain. And then the MIDI Captain connects to this via USB. What I do is I use this long USB cable extender to connect to my iPhone. I'll pause here and explain why I do that. Because the Pocket Master and the MIDI Captain, the Pocket Master needs a controller with USB host, MIDI host functionality. And the Pocket Master can't support something that doesn't have that. The MIDI Captain doesn't have that. And so what this app does on my phone is basically becomes the MIDI host that talks to the other devices. So you'll see here I've connected the cable to my computer. I also have that same exact app running on the computer, and you can see here that it sees the MIDI Captain and the Pocket Master, and both are switched on. Check this out. So you'll see that when I press the switch here, it actually is changing the patch on the Pocket Master. What do I do then to actually edit the MIDI Captain? First, I have to put the MIDI Captain into USB deep editing mode, and I do that by getting it out of super mode. And then I'm going to reboot it again, this time in this key using the USB deep edit mode. So now you can see it's in the deep editing mode. And on my Mac, I now can go in, I can go in and I can edit. You can see here that I actually have 4 different presets in here. And so I went through the manual, and what I did was it assigns a CC command of 1 for all of the first 50 to 100, all of the first 100 actual presets. So 1 with a value of 001 is preset 1, preset 2, so on and so forth. Anyway, I hope that makes sense.